Look at my hair. My hair is insane. What's up, guys? I got some serious helmet hair going on. Can you guys see me? Can you even see me right now? So I'm looking into the headlight of my scooter. I always thought scooters were stupid, but it's actually pretty fun. It's a nice little toy for us down here. How's it going, guys? I got 3 people. What's up? Where's Jay? Oh my gosh, you're one of the funniest people I've ever met. So comes through because it's super dark here. Oh, what's happening, Big Daddy? I'm driving around. I got my little podcast things in my ear. I listen to a lot of podcasts. It's kind of how I absorb information, and I'm just driving around thinking. I'm literally in the middle of nowhere. It's kind of creepy. It's pitch black everywhere around me. And but this is what I do. I go out at night, I clear my head for an hour or two, and I drive around listening to all these different podcasts I listen to. And I decided, hey Oleg, what's up, man? Man, you're a super smart guy, Oleg. You're going to do really well. Thanks for joining the boot camp, by the way. So I'm going to talk about what's the purpose of life. I'm not a philosophical expert or some kind of genius with all that stuff, but this is my motorcycle helmet hair. But I want to tell you an epiphany I had tonight driving around. You got a cleaning contract with something Palace? I don't even know what that is, so I don't have a contract with them. No, I'm not in the cleaning business anymore. I'm in internet software. Weird. I have a booger? No, I don't. You're lying. That's not true. So here's the deal. I moved to Costa Rica 7 months ago, and everybody on the internet thinks it's really cool. Yeah, I do live in Costa Rica now. Because the internet, it's really easy to make everything seem awesome, because, you know, all of us kind of have our public-facing persona, and then we have kind of like our private life, and nobody posts all the bad stuff on Facebook. Nobody posts all the junk, right? And but it's been really hard, actually. I have 4 kids. No, they don't fling poo, but we do have monkeys in my backyard. That is true. We have a little baby monkey that usually comes, and we haven't seen him in a while, so we're a little worried about him. But, you know, this move has been actually really difficult transition for all of us. And, you know, with 4 kids and my wife, and we had a baby here, and we sold all of our stuff, and I'm starting these other businesses down here, and it's super glorious on the surface, but it's actually not always great. It's been a lot of challenges. The internet down here can be sketchy, and you know, fear of the unknown and all that stuff. But oh, thank you very much. She's super cute, and it's my first girl, and girls are different than boys. But here's my point of my scope. What's the purpose of life? So I have a confession to make. I've debated on talking about this, but, you know, my goal is to be authentic and real, even if people think it's stupid or weird. And so I want to be authentic and real. So I worked for 6 months. For 6 months building my boot camp thing, which some of you know about. And I worked really hard on it. It was a huge sacrifice for my family, and we got it done and we launched it. And over the last 2 weeks, it's went great. It's went amazing. And I've sold, in the last couple weeks, I've made close to $45,000 with my boot camp. And that's probably the most I've ever personally made in a 2-week period ever. It's an insane number. I couldn't even believe it. In fact, the first thing I did after I logged off my launch webinar for my boot camp thing, I got right on my face in my office, and I just thanked God. Because I was just overwhelmed. You know, it was so much work. It was our first initial launch. You know, we're going to have hundreds of people over the years, but this was the first time, you know, we monetized an idea. And it was incredible. Tons of people just bought all these boot camps and went in there. And then the last 2 weeks I've been working with people, doing my one-on-one calls, doing all of the stuff involved with, you know, supporting the people. And it's been a lot of work. You know, I've been laying low a little bit, trying to help people succeed. But here's the purpose of why I'm scoping you on a Costa Rican beach in the middle of the night. And if someone was watching me like secretly in the dark, it would be super weird right now because I'm crouched down in front of my scooter and the headlight is shining on me. But money doesn't do it for me. It doesn't do it for any of us usually. It's a small business boot camp, but it's for small service businesses. But the point isn't to promote my boot camp at all. It's really not. But the thing is that, you know, what is your why? And I'm getting a little blurry on my why a little bit. And I preach to everybody when I do the coaching calls. The very first thing I ask everybody is, you know, what are we trying to do? What's the purpose of this? What do you want to happen with your business? And they all have a variety of answers, and all of them are valid. But for me, you know, your why is the reason you get out of bed every day. Your why is the reason you keep going when it's hard. Your why is the reason that you push and push and grind and grind. It's not money. Money doesn't do it. Money doesn't get you there. It satisfies for seconds, for minutes maybe. If you really like money, maybe it satisfies you for a week or something. But the money just can't satisfy. It's impossible. It doesn't work. I was 22 years old the first time I made $10,000 in a month. And that's pretty young, I think, to make $10,000. And I remember, you know, seeing the direct deposit. I was selling mortgages, and the $10,000 and whatever dollars went in my account for the month, and I was like, yay, I did it. And then nothing. Nothing. I felt nothing. It didn't do anything for me. But what does do something for me is the idea of a lifestyle business. And I guess moving to Costa Rica, I sort of have that. But even being here, it's hard for me to understand even what I have, because I'm caught up in my next thing. I'm caught up pushing and grinding towards the next goal. And so my moral of the story for the Periscope, if anybody cares, I have no idea if they do, but the moral of the story is this: celebrate what you've already accomplished. Don't always be perpetually stuck on the next thing. Celebrate what you've accomplished so far, no matter how small your business is. Celebrate something. You've accomplished something. You got that deal you didn't think was possible, or you did something in your life that you weren't sure you could do. And when you achieve those things, I think it's important to take time out to appreciate them and account your blessings a little bit, because money and health are, if you got both, yeah, exactly. Health is huge, you know. I've had a lot of stress on me, you know. I've been super short with my kids at times, short with my wife. That's not who I want to be. So that's my encouragement for you guys. You know, I'll push the replay out, and maybe some people will see this, but you know, there's this pressure on the internet to try to be some sort of an internet figure that has all this stuff and has everything together, but it's really not true. It's not true for anybody. It's not true for me. And the moral of the story is to celebrate the little wins as you go along your journey, because when I built a company from nothing, scaled it up. I mean, my window cleaning business was doing a ton of revenue. We had $40,000 weeks. We did $157,000 in revenue the month I sold it. And it doesn't satisfy. It doesn't do anything for you. It's an accomplishment. It's great. It's really cool, but it doesn't do anything long term. So I want to encourage you guys to focus on your why, define your why, and celebrate the wins along with your family as you go, because you're never going to be satisfied just with the results itself. You're one of few that I trust wholeheartedly. Well, I appreciate that. You know, I don't trust myself sometimes, but my goal is to be real and authentic, even if it's awkward and weird. So family's everything. You know, honor your wife, honor your kids, invest time into the people that care about you, because here's my favorite statistic in the whole world, and then I'm going to hang up, and I'm going to disconnect. My favorite statistic in the whole world is that 10 out of 10 people die. And that sounds a little morbid, but it's true. And nobody lies in their deathbed and says, man, you know, I wish I would have got the in-ground pool instead of the above-ground pool back in 1989. You know, everybody sings the same song on their deathbed. They say, I wish I would have been a better husband. I wish I would have loved my wife more. I wish I would have spent more time with my kids. I wish. But here's the thing, I'm 34 years old. I don't know how old you are, but why don't we take that advice and apply it to our life right now? I'm on this beach. I was watching hermit crabs. You can't see anything down there, but there's this beautiful beach, not a soul in sight. I'm only 10 minutes from my house right now. There's all these private beaches down here, but the beach doesn't satisfy. The money won't satisfy. None of it. It'll all leave you short-handed. It'll all leave you a little bit empty. So this is not a depressing Periscope. It's just me being real. You know, life is life in Costa Rica. Life is life in Michigan. It doesn't matter where you are, but life is hard and business is hard. And so I encourage you guys to surround yourself with like-minded people and to focus on the things that matter most to you. And if you think money or revenue or growing your company to a certain point is that thing, you're just confused. And I've been there. You know, before you achieve certain things, it feels so real. Like, if I can only get this, then I can relax. If I can only just get it, I just want to get to this level, then I can be, you know, happy or stress-free. But it's just not true. You know, I made $30,000 in 2 hours. And I was excited for like 13 minutes. So it's all futile if you don't have things in order in your home. It's all futile if you aren't leading your children well and your wife well. So hopefully this is an encouragement to everybody. Jay, thank you for all the great comments. And thanks for the few hearts that I got, whatever that means. I'm not a super mega Periscope guy, but apparently I need to get lots of hearts so everybody thinks I'm great. I hope you have an excellent night, and I'm going to drive down this bumpy dirt road and go back to my wife and my kids. Take care.